So I thought today I would take you on a tour of my website. Just in case you haven't been there yet, it's got a lot of things that I think will help other artists as well as showcasing my work if you want to see some more. And let's just click on the fine art section. So there's some commissions that I've done just going across the top of the screen. And if you cursor down, some of my house or business portraits are popping up here. And you can click on them to see a bigger image. I've also added wedding venues that I've been doing for a photographer down in New York City. I did all her wedding venue watercolor portraits for the season. And then I also do pet portraits, and here's a few of the commissions I've worked on. Some real cuties. I do love corgis. And then what I call treasured things. So this is a ring from Chinelli Melee, a car, somebody's first camera. It's actually mine. Car, the same car again. It's a little MG midget. Favorite camera. And then it's just pricing what I charge for commissions. And if you want something from, well, there's images that I've done, little, mostly gouache images that I've done of places in Toronto, but there's some from outside of Toronto. This is Sugar Beach, and that's St. Lawrence Market near where I live. So these are little A5 size portraits of places. And now we're going to pop to my photography, which I don't do very much anymore. I was working as a commercial and portrait photographer for a while there. I did headshots, and this is just a little snippet. Headshot there. Some headshots here that I've worked on. And now we'll go to section with back to people. And I worked on this Creative Women of Hamilton project. This was my own project that I worked on of different women, obviously creative women, in Hamilton, where I used to live for 4 years. So I just did portraits of them at work in their studios or workspaces. Cassandra Book, who's an amazing wood turner. And this is Christina Perez, who's jeweler, as it says. I love, some of these have just turned out so well. They're just such amazing women, and some of them have gone on to use these for their own publications or promotion. And Natalie Hunter, amazing installation artist. And I just met so many wonderful women with such great stories. And it's not all fine artists. There's a lot of artisans, like the wood turner. Lori Lemaire is a restoration artist, so she does restoration works. But she's also an aerial artist, so this is her in her costume. Natasha Grunfeld does quilted works and other sewing projects. This is her in her home studio. Marta Houston's a photographer. She has a studio at the Cotton Factory in Hamilton. And her husband work together. They're fantastic. Susan Barton Tate is amazing. She does these paper installation, including that chair was just made out of paper. And she makes all the paper herself and then sculpts them into different things. Sylvia Nickerson is, she does comic and like installation art as well. Aisha Barrow is a singer and songwriter. Leslie Harris Jones, she is an encaustic painter, although I think she's got out of encaustic. And Lynn Beebe is from Blackbird Studios. She's a fashion designer, and that's her business partner, Carrie Wade. And all the clothes in the background and the patterns. Jacqueline Oakley is, as it says, muralist and illustrator. They're doing this, her and her husband were doing this mural at a medical center. Jessica Rose is a writer and editor, and she reviews books. Nancy Ann McPhee is a textile artist. She does this installation work. She's also a librarian. Stylo Star is a collage artist, and she's amazing. She I don't know if she still does it with COVID and everything, but she does these open collage nights. Andrew Jackman works as a curator at the Earls Court Gallery, one of the galleries in Hamilton. Carolyn Dover is a landscape painter. She has a really nice studio in Cotton Factory, too. Cotton Factory is sort of like, if you know Toronto, it's sort of like 401 Richmond. Sally Cooper is a writer. Fantastic novelist. Rosalie Wynn, she used to be a lingerie designer, but she sold the business, and I don't know what she's up to now. But she's another one who had a studio at Cotton Factory. And Amy Egerdine is collage artist and graphic designer. She's also now partnered with someone else and does mostly graphic design. Oh, Megan Byrne is a game designer. So we have all sorts here. Kira MacArthur, artist and musician. I believe she plays cello, if I remember right. And she has a studio in the Cotton Factory. And then Lindsay Morav, she's a graphic designer, but she's also a brewer with her husband at Green and Grit Brewery in Hamilton. And Connie Ruble, she's was owner of Mississippi Queen, but she's now opened another restaurant out in Norfolk County. Kay Muto, I'm not sure if she's still doing wedding bouquets or not. And Jasmine Lassen, as far as I know, she's still with the Art Gallery of Hamilton Art Sales. She had my works at her gallery. And then Candy Venning has now left Hamilton. She's in Nova Scotia. But she's a landscape designer extraordinaire. And another aerial artist, Pamela Gardner. This is her teaching a group. Karen Logan is a watercolor painter. She does these beautiful botanical and Trish Smith teaches music to children. She'll go into schools and do music classes with them. And then there's more formal portraits. One that I did in New York City, a couple with groups, photography groups. And I also did the Hammer City roller derby women's portraits for the season. This was an amazing model. She was styled and everything for me, not, I didn't come up with that concept. And then, of course, families. Little baby feet. Which are just so cute. And these are twins. And that's their feet, and they were wee. Super, super cute. And then, as I said, I did the roller derby women, their headshots, but I also followed them as they were playing, and I had a show in Hamilton of my works focusing on this group of amazing women. And that's one thing I miss about Hamilton. The people are just so fantastic. I met so many nice people. They used to have games in an old Target, and that's where they would practice as well. I just don't know how they did it. I'm not brave enough to do that sort of thing. And they had really crazy names, the roller derby names. Sometimes I only knew them by the roller derby names. I forget what team that is who playing them in that game. That's the old Target. And more beautiful things. I did jewelry shots for Chinelli Mele. They have fantastic jewelry. Len Democratic was a shop in Hamilton. And just a series of food and drink shots to show you. I did some work for the Capitol Bar as well in Hamilton. And different interior shots. Including real estate images. That one for a co-working space. Oh, that table was beautiful. One man made that table for a private school. And this is the work that was at the Art Gallery of Hamilton. I collect vintage cameras. So these were blown up, taken by me and blown up into large format images. So I've been collecting these over the years. And now to places. I like to travel. So a lot of these are from all around. There's Portugal there. A series of Hamilton ones that I had in an exhibition as well. And this is me making my handmade watercolors. And here are those watercolors that you can buy on my site. So a lot of the new colors are being inspired by my hometown of Toronto, but I started them in Hamilton. And then if you go to Fine Art again, you can click on a section of my sketchbook tour. So you can see that on YouTube if you haven't already. But if you're new to me, you would find these on your... And this is where there's things that you might have heard me say that I have this, but you haven't clicked on it. But these are scans that I've done as PDFs that you can download. So anything that I've swatched out, you can get downloaded here as PDF. Just click on that, or you can print it. And then the little YouTube icon will bring you to the video where I talk about it. And on top of that, you can click on any of these, like my favorite greens. I've done green watercolors that I love, and that video is also up on YouTube. And then the travel palettes that I have, their swatches are there too. With the names and everything, so if you didn't catch it in the video, you have it there. And then I have a section where I review art books and photography books. So it runs a whole gamut of everything to do about art, works about individual artists or drawing, painting, you have it. A lot of them I get out of my library. Toronto Public Library is amazing. And they'll get it from any branch and bring it to my local branch. There's a whole section on urban sketching. And of course, a lot of David Hockney books. That little squeak in the background is my new kitten called Finn. Getting up to no good. And just a little section about me. And back to the homepage. So that's about it for the for my website, for a little tour of my website. I will be adding more things to it, like different things that I take in my travel bag. I'll do up close images of that in case you need that. A little bit more explanation from the videos that I've done, and adding stuff all the time. So just come check it out. I would love you to have a rummage about on the website. And obviously I also have Instagram page at Eileen Riley Arts. And that's it for today. So hope you like that tour. It's a little bit different, but I thought maybe you'd like to see what my website was all about. Thanks so much. Bye.